Alright everybody, welcome back. So we are back again on the dev server, this time for major update Kings of Battle. This is our October/November update this time around. And this one is another one of those smaller patches where not really much coming. We can expect a really big patch in December, but for now, this patch, at least for air mains, is pretty dry. It's only got 2 new planes coming, at least as of now, the F-111A and the MiG-29G. Now, this may change. There may be some other planes coming that are just not on the dev server yet. But as of now, it's just these 2, plus the Battle Pass plane, which isn't really technically a part of the update. It's more of a separate thing. So as for what content we are getting, first of all, of course, is the F-111A. And before we get started, please, for the love of God, do not spam Vark in my comment section. I cannot stand it. Now, with your understanding of that out of the way, what are we expecting from this thing? First of all, it is massively overperforming on the dev server. It is currently able to pull like 15 Gs, which it should not be able to do. Everything I can see says the F-111A was rated at like 6 Gs max. It should be ripping at around 9 Gs, which is not going to be the best. It's also like very heavy and has a poor thrust to weight ratio. So I'm not 100% sure why it's performing so well, but right now it's actually not bad in a dogfight. And considering you get a Vulcan and 6 AIM-9Bs, if it drops like this on the live server, it will actually be fairly viable at 10.3. I still don't like the flight model. It bleeds a ton of speed, like an absolute, like ridiculous amount of speed when the wings are swept back. But like the low speed dogfighting ability with the combat flaps out is much better than I was expecting, and you still get 2,000 rounds of Vulcan, flares, and 6 AIM-9Bs, which for 10.3 won't be bad at all. For those of you who like bombing, it does carry a ton of bombs. Just keep in mind, the outer 2 pylons, so you can see the ones I'm using right now for the Sidewinders, those are able to rotate with the wings when they sweep. The outer ones cannot. So if you equip your outer pylons with bombs, you lose the ability to control your aircraft sweep. Which means that you can't go above like Mach 0.8 or so on the deck. I can't remember exactly when it rips, but you're going to be going very, very slow. Sure, you'll have a ton of bombs, but it'll be incredibly easy to catch you and shoot you down. So if you are going to be bombing in this thing, please, for the love of God, only use the center 2 pylons. I don't want to see anybody running a full load of bombs in this thing when it comes to live, although I have a feeling that it will. One cool thing about it, I don't know if you can see right there, I actually don't have a gun equipped right now. You're able to swap the gun for 2 internal AIM-9Bs in a bomb bay, which is kind of like the F-22, which I find is really, really cool. Would I recommend running it like this? No, because even though sure you can carry 8 AIM-9Bs, there's still AIM-9Bs. I would definitely run the Vulcan as well. I just thought it was cool and I like showing it off. You'll see it open up here in a little bit whenever I go to shoot, and I'll point it out then. But just keep in mind, this thing is very, very much massively placeholder right now. It has the wrong engines, it's turning too well, and it should rip much sooner. So don't expect it to behave anything like this when it actually comes to live. I would be dumbfounded if it actually drops like this. Like, I may be wrong, but this is very much not like how I'm going to expect the aircraft to perform. Besides that, this thing is not going to be amazing for casting ground RB. It doesn't get any like self-guided munitions. It only gets stuff like bullpups, for example. This is the very early F-111. It's not the one that wiped out stuff in, the Gulf War. So we're not getting any laser-guided bombs or anything like that. It's just going to kind of be there. You can run bullpups, you can run a bunch of dumb bombs, and that's about it, but there's much better options already for cast, like the A7D at the same BR. So don't expect much out of it. This thing may get AIM-9Es, and if it does, it'll be a little bit better for air, but I still don't think this thing is going to be very good when it comes to live. I will be getting on to the MiG-29 here in a little bit, but before that, I want to cover some more miscellaneous stuff. So one interesting thing that will be coming that I don't see yet, and by the way, there's that bay with the AIM-9s in it, but regardless, they're going to be adding a calculation and display of a launch range against a maneuvering target. I can't seem to find it right now. I may just be missing it. Let me know if I am. But there's supposed to be a display on here, and I don't see anything as of now. But it should be for the more advanced missiles like the R-60, the R-27s, the AIM-7 F&M, the AIM-9 L&M. And I would assume they're going to go ahead and start implementing this in more missiles in the future. But for now, at least these are the ones that are going to get it. I just don't think they've gotten around to doing it yet. They just stuck it on the changelog anyways. The DEAGAN got a bit of a nerf. The BOL rails no longer have large caliber countermeasures. They have small ones, just still the same amount at least. And the A7E, F4J, and F4S all got new RWRs. The F4J and F4S actually got the same RWR as the F14s. That is a massive improvement over what they have. For those of you who play Japan, the F104J actually got a buff. You can now carry 6 AIM-9Ps instead of just 4. So, still not going to make it amazing, unfortunately. Another interesting change for you sim enjoyers is they added like an actual HMD mode for the F-16C. You can see it has your speed, it has the bearing of what you're looking at, it has like the RWR on there and which direction it's at and where you're looking. So this is going to be very interesting. It's only visible in the cockpit and if you toggle it on. So this is not going to be an actual ARB most of the time. The other aircraft that's coming this patch, of course, is the MiG-29G. This is the new German top tier, and basically what it is they took a MiG-29 912, which you already have in the tech tree, and they gave it NATO IFF. That's it. Now, of course, in-game, Gaijin has gone ahead and gave it the kit that the SMT gets, and so what that means is that you're getting R-73. You're getting the R-27ER and ET. Although Gaijin did kind of make an oopsie, and it's called the R2E7T1 right now, which I'm sure they'll fix before it actually comes alive. This is going to be one of the meta fighters next patch, because you're going to get the best short-range iron missile in the game, the R-73, and also the best radar missiles as well. You know, the R-27ER is still the best radar missile in the game. And the platform isn't going to absolutely suck this time. Now, the 912 did still get the nerf for the other MiG-29s, but it wasn't affected as badly as something like the SMT, for example, and it puts up more of a fight against the F-16s. I still think the F-16s are going to be more meta, unless there is a flat model change for the MiG-29s, but this thing is still a lot better than the SMT, and it is going to be the best MiG-29 for sure in LRB. As a MiG-29 enjoyer myself, I am super happy about this, and yeah, this is pretty good news for the Germans as well. It does have less capability in ground RB, but for an ARB player, this thing is going to be a lot of fun, and I might actually play some more top tier, because I haven't really been enjoying it that much this last update. As for ARB maps, they did of course add this new Southeastern City one, which I think is really cool, and it has some cool ace combat tunnels as well. And they are adding the new forward airfields to more missions as well, and I'll have that linked in the description if you want to check out the full changelog. That's pretty much it for the interesting air additions. There are like 1 or 2 ground things I want to talk about real quick. This new tank is hilarious. It looks like they took a T-64 and squished it. It gets ATGMs and a funny like rocket-powered HE shell, so this is pretty cool. It's the Object 775. Japan also finally got a better SAM, which is supposed to get contrast lock to help against helicopters. So we'll have to see exactly how that plays out, because I mean, there's no dev blog and it's not working on the dev server yet. To be honest, though, as of now, that's pretty much it. There really isn't much content coming out of this update, and I mean, I wasn't expecting much either. This is pretty much exactly what I was expecting. The October patch usually isn't big. I mean, the most recent exception I can think of was the MLD, and even then, that's just like an upgrade to an existing platform. It was a very big one, but I mean, hey, last patch was the copy and paste finish patch, so this is pretty much what I was expecting. Last but not least, I am doing a giveaway right now to celebrate me reaching 10,000 subscribers, and I wanted to go ahead and thank y'all for that. So I'm giving away 3 packs up to rank 7, so up to $70 value on the Gaijin store, so you have to be a PC player. All you gotta do is be a subscriber, so if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe right now. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment, and then go ahead and join my Discord as well. It'll be linked in the description. You will have to react to the little rule message to go ahead and gain access to the server. Once you do that, all you gotta do is just click a little button right there and it'll let you in. There is 3 days left right now as a time of recording. It is ending on October the 24th at 9:27 p.m. Central Time. That's 02:27 GMT. You can do the conversion to whatever your local time is. Whoever wins will get pinged by the Discord bot, and I'll go ahead and DM you and ask what you want and give it to you. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all next time. So, peace, y'all.